Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube repair video. I'm an avid Marshall collector. I can't pass them up. I like a lot of them. Maybe not all of them, but this one in particular, a Valvestate 8100, most notably played by Chuck Schuldiner of Death. That is what attracted me to these amps, and I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised with the tone that you can get from them. Released in 1991 and originally paired with the 8412 cabinet, these things were priced budget friendly, and you know, for what they are, I really don't think they're that bad. But this one in particular has a little bit of a noise issue going on, and I'm pretty sure I can get to the bottom of this, and I've heard this before. You get that rain-like sound. But let's open her up and figure out what's going on. You know, I wasn't sure, but I don't think the reverb is working on this either. So we'll find out once we get in there. And there we go. It looks like we're in business. I'll just slide out. That looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but this thing looks really, really clean. There's hardly any dust in it at all. This one was made in 1994, and I believe I got it from the original owner as well. All right, now to address that washing rain type sound we heard earlier when I turned the amp on and turned the volume up, I have a pretty good suspicion that that is going to be this op amp right here, also listed there, a TL072. It's an op amp chip. The reason, if you look here, this is the very first thing in line with the input, aside from that capacitor right there. And those op amps are very, very sensitive to static discharge or static shock. A lot of times I have to do a lot more troubleshooting on these to figure out that that's why. But we're just going to go ahead and replace it because I've seen that done on these models before, and we'll see if that helps us figure out the problem. So to get a better view of what I'm talking about, the IC that we're going to replace, the op amp, is right there, that TL072 chip. Get this off. We're going to pull these knobs. Might as well heat up some irons while we're at it. I didn't see anything while I was in here that kind of blatantly pointed to the reverb not working, but it's probably just best we tackle the noise issue first and then take it from there. So I'm really curious to see how this works out. There's a couple of these, I guess, pins right here holding the chassis or the circuit board in place. So you actually kind of have to lift up before you pull it down, which is what I was missing. That actually gives you a pretty good look inside this reverb tank. A couple components in here look a little bent. You know, it's been jostled around for years. Connections are good, but like I said, let's not waste too much time on that. I'm not too concerned about the reverb. So let's just get this circuit out of here and swap that. If you're wondering, that is a desoldering gun. It makes life a lot easier. See, that took no time at all. So, all right, like I said, you need to pay attention to the orientation. These IC chips don't give you a whole lot to go off of, but I don't know if you can see that there are little tiny holes or indentations in the end of them. If you make sure those are in the same direction, this is the new one. This is the one we just pulled out. So let's slap it in there and see what happens. Like I said, that desoldering gun was probably some of the best money I ever spent. It makes life a lot easier, especially when trying to do these small circuits. The circuit board looks really good. I mean, it looks very, very clean. There's nothing that stands out. It's not sloppy. Looks like it's made pretty well. I mean, that component came out really easily. While we're in here, let's get rid of this thing. Made in Russia, Groove Tube. There's probably nothing wrong with this. Just not a big fan of relabeled tubes. So actually for this guy, I've got an old Sovtech that I'm going to throw in here. I'll spray a little deoxit on here. Alright, well, let's just get it back together. Trying it out here. Just put that volume knob on it and we'll just check it from here. And if you hear that, you got a little bit of transformer hum and some interference here because I've got this thing plugged in. Quiet as a mouse. That washy sound is gone, so my assumption was correct. It was the TL072 op amp that's on the input stage. Now, while I've got your attention, one of the reasons that op amp specifically fails is, well, number one, it's just sensitivity to shock. Two is its positioning inside the amplifier. Now, if there's any static discharge from the cable being plugged into it, it's going to conduct into that op amp. Fuck. Piss. So now that we've got it all fixed up, it sounded really good, so let's just do a basic run through of the amp here. We'll start with the clean channel. I've got everything kind of set in the middle. I got the middle kind of down, which is I usually keep the mids all the way on 10, but on the clean channel you don't want too much. We can crank it up here. sound. So I'll roll that back down a little bit. Right now I got the gain probably about, I don't know, 10 o'clock, whatever. On the bridge pickup, I'm playing, I've got this amp running through my Laney cab down here with G12 T75 speakers from Celestion, which I had actually pulled these out of another Marshall cab. Reconditioned this a while back. We'll save that for another video, but I think with the volume rolled down on the bridge pickup, I think that sounds pretty good. And that reverb came back after we fixed all that one IC, so turn that all the way up. Now there's no volume for the clean channel itself. It only has a master volume down here, and there is another volume for the boost channel. But let's see, get this reverb back down. Like I said, this is just the clean channel. It's also got a crunch mode on it. So if I turn my guitar volume back up, I can, well, you turn the gain up on the clean channel. So the clean channel, it gets pretty hairy. So if I hit the crunch mode, not bad. But truthfully, I like the clean channel clean. I like to play with my neck pickup and the volume kind of down a couple. So. So let's move over to the boost channel here. Go back to my bridge pickup. We'll ditch this reverb again. Now that's just OD1. It's got another overdrive channel, which I'm pretty sure is why Chuck Schuldiner played this amp. It sounds pretty gnarly. Now again, I've got the controls kind of in the middle here. I got the bass at 12 o'clock, the mid around the same thing, treble maybe a little bit less than 12, about 12 o'clock. Contour knob, I've probably got it about 1, 2 o'clock. But we hit this OD2 button, and this is a lot of fun. Pretty cool. That contour knob is definitely a neat little trick too. If you roll this all the way down, maybe we'll turn it up just a little bit. If think you get more of like a thrash kind of a sound out of it. If we go up, let's say all the way up, kind of sounds scoops. I'll bag it up just a I like it. I think this is a really fun amp. It's pretty cool that it's a budget amp that sounds very gnarly right out the box. On the boost channel, I didn't even play with the gain. I kept it all the way up because it should just be on 10 anyway. There's no reason to turn it down. I mean, even some leads, and then you throw a little reverb in there. I'm more of a delay guy than a reverb, but that's it. Effects loop, it's on the front. Don't know why. But whatever, you don't have to worry about fiddling with anything in the back but a speaker cable. So the Marshall Valvestate 100 8100 model, I'm a fan. I'm a convert. I picked it up for practically nothing, and as you can see, one little dollar part took care of that rain washy sound issue that we were having. So it's pretty good. I'd say it's reliable. This thing's from 1994 and it's 2020, so whatever. So I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna make some more. If you don't like it, tell me how much I suck in the comments.